Hey guys, so this is the 1-in-1 cherry doll room box. There are two of these, I guess the jury doll and the cherry doll box sets. I found these on Instagram, like you do. I think somebody posted one of the furniture sets with a Blythe doll, and I was like, oh, that's a good scale. I think that'll go well with the dolls that I've been working with lately. So this was a little hard for me to track down because on Amazon, when you search for the exact keywords, it didn't return the items. So that was very, very frustrating. I eventually found it using a combination of like Google Translate app on my phone and related tags on Instagram. So they are on Amazon. They're quite a bit more expensive than they were on the company website in Korea. But I checked the prices of a couple of buying services, and it was just as cheap to buy it through Amazon as it would be to buy it with a buying service. You can't have these shipped to the U.S. via the 1-in-1 website, as far as I could tell. So anyways, they're pretty expensive, but there's not a lot just this size and style on the market. So this is one of those things I saw it and instantly had to have it. Sometimes, you mull things over and you're not really sure if you're going to buy it. This was not one of those times. I had to have these. I think they're exactly the right style that I'm looking for here. So they both come with one of the dolls. This one's cherry, I believe. This one's jury. Looks like the wallpaper is separate. I think what I'm going to do is scan that and print my own wallpapers, make it closer to the cartoon that I'm sort of emulating here. It's called Mapletown Palmtown Stories. So it's a little bit of schmutz. I think these are curtains. It looks like just dust. This one comes with a bed, so this is the little bed covers. Little tiny pillow. I'm gonna guess these are, this is a tie for the curtains. I only see one. I might have lost the other one already. Still in there. Still. All right. So this looks like the bed. So there's a lot of, well, not a lot, but quite a few box openings on YouTube if you search using, Korean language keywords. But I didn't see any in English yet, so I'll make this in case it's helpful to someone. These room boxes are, I think, approximately like 30 centimeters by 32 centimeters. Maybe 30 by 30 by 32. What might say? There's a little chair and a desk. Okay, so what I saw on Instagram was a smaller set that had just one of the dolls and a desk. And it was a photo with a Blythe doll. So that's how I knew these would probably fit really well with my dolls. I have some homemade heads on Hasbro Moana bodies, which are kind of short bodies, not quite as small as Lika, I don't think. But like Blythe dolls are on Lika-sized bodies, right? I don't have any Blythe dolls, but I think that's fine. Mine has quite a bit of dirt here and there. So there's probably instructions in the bag over there, but Since I can't read Korean, it wouldn't help me anyways. I'll just go ahead and use some common sense if I can get most of it together. It's very cute. I was really surprised to get this quickly, because the Amazon listing actually shipped from Korea, which I guess you can't tell from Amazon listings unless the seller specifically enters that information, and the seller did not. So I thought it might be coming from California or something, but nope, all the way from Korea. And it still got here very quickly considering it's December. So cute. All right, this is what I really want to know. How big are these rooms in person? For me, it's really hard to gauge size and scale from photographs, even though, you know, I can pour over photographs and videos and all sorts. I still don't have a real solid grasp on how big these are. I know that they're a little bit smaller than the Glitter Girls Sweet Shop, which is like my favorite doll accessory of all time. And kind of the whole reason that I'm into these dioramas right now. So cute. So it's got a little door. Looks like it's only supposed to swing one way. Could probably make it swing both. Swing both ways. Okay, so one wall with a door, one wall with a window, and the base plate. That's easy enough. These little guys. Hold it all together, I think. All right, got three narrow ones and one big one. So I believe that they're making a set of these, maybe four, at least four. So they have two right now, and then there's some media on their website, one-in-one website, that makes it look like they might make at least two more. So they've made them so you can connect all the room boxes together. Then you can either set them side by side or one on top of the other. So that's what this big pillar is kind of, I think, to help you set them one on top of the other. And these little guys have slots, so you slide them in here. Guessing. Okay. All right, so which direction this one goes? Looks like this direction on the inside. The sticker is printed with a shelf that has to face upward, so you can't swap this one on the inside unless you print your own paper. But it looks kind of identical, both sides. This side has maybe some, I don't know what those are, like pore holes. Alright, I don't know which way I want to do this, so I guess I'll start out this way. Hope that's not too loud. That's okay. How much you want to watch me wrestle with this? I believe it's supposed to go down in there. Maybe I need to put this in first. So these posts have an open end on one end and then a closed end on the other. So I'm guessing it has to go open end down. Boy. These are very tight, so maybe they'll be very sturdy once I get it together. I wonder if that had to do with No shipping long distances or anything. Crikey. So I'm guessing if you got this for a kid, you might really need to help them out. Pushing all that together. Still can't get this end in. I really don't want to break this. Suppose you could maybe heat it a little bit with a hairdryer. It's just not going down in there. Start it from this end. I'll try it on a different side. It looks like all four sides are identical. Just work it around until I find a side that works. Okay, so no, they're not. One of them is a longer side, so this way is longer and this way is slightly shorter. So there's maybe two sides I could put this in. I hope this isn't the same side I was just trying. So this end is going in just fine, and this end is just a little too fat. I wonder if the instructions have diagrams. I could at least read the diagrams. Oops. No, it says push it down, push it down. Oh, I have to leave that one a little bit popped up for now, I guess. So, just go this way. Oh, no, that one went right in easily, so this must just be a slight, just slightly too tight. Oh, frustrating. Alright, so we got two more of these guys, one more of this guy. This one. Go there to support the other box if you put it on top. I might have to heat that one up or something to get it to work. So yeah, you can swing that a little bit both ways. Not so far backwards. A little further forward. Alright. Well, it's not super sturdy. I think you could hot glue it. Maybe hot glue it. Sort of too. That's so cute. So the bed looks the same on both sides, although this says head. Oh, okay, it does have little instructions in English on the bottom. It says head, and then underside of the bed says head. That was very hard to click on too. Not coming back off, I guess. And foot. Okay. And that one's a really tight fit too. Let's see if I can pop it in there. Yep. Maybe you can hear how loud that was. It's very tight. It really popped. Wish the bottom of this would pop in there too. It's just sort of hanging out the sides here. All right. That's so cute though. It's very cute. So it's also got a little light that turns on, it goes on the wall, and a little picture frame also goes on the wall. And I think that's stuff you could easily customize. So I'm not going to click that right in there right off the bat. I'm going to think about that. Let's see what I might do with the wallpaper and other things. You can click in there. It's a little curtain rod. That one looks like it would easily come back out. If you put it in, it will come back out. Yeah, nice. So you can swap the curtains. I've even seen people painting them, painting the walls and stuff. It's so cool. All right, so what I really need to know is, will it be big enough for the Moana body hybrid? Oh, I think so. I think that's perfect. She'd have to duck to go through the door, but for, you know, photo ops, that's about perfect. Yeah, you're gonna have to hot glue it or sticky tack it together or do something to hold it together, or it's just kind of wobbly. I think it's about the perfect scale for the girls. That's so cute. She's a little wobbly on there. I don't trust these to really stand by themselves or sit by themselves because the heads are sculpty, and I feel like if they hit anything hard enough, they would just crack open. They're sculpted on top of a vinyl doll head, so they're not super thick, but they're top heavy. So it's hard to trust them sitting around. So cute. So this little tiny room. Right. So I'm not a huge fan of the dolls, but now that I see this one in person, it's a lot cuter than I expected. So actually, I just wasn't in love with their face. Doesn't have a lot of sculpted detail, but they're painted very cute. So what I intend to do is steal their dresses for the girls. But yeah, she has a little, it's like a phone, 2 styluses, and a laptop. Windows 77 on it. Very cute. All right, I'm going to open the other one and see if it goes together any better on that wall. Maybe this. So cute. I'm going to open this one first. Maybe. Oh, she's sewn in with string. That's always really nice. Environmentally friendlier than plastic. Had plenty of tape on the package, though. I might post some pictures of those on my Tumblr blog. I mean, they just they put both the boxes face to face and wrapped it in bubble wrap and plastic to ship it. Which totally worked. Her hair is very nice, and this little bow is so cute. Very, very, very cute. Guess you could probably take her ears out, or her earrings out. I'd have to see if this will fit on one of my dolls right away. I know the shoes won't fit. The Moana dolls have, you know, way bigger than fashion doll size feet, which has been awesome for the characters because they're kind of chubby style. So the doll has a little paper filler there to make the skirt poof out, but I can't get the dress off over it, so I'm going to cut it off. She actually has little cloth panties on. That's amazing. That's so cute. This is just a Barbie dress that I overlap the Velcro on the back to make it fit the tiny little Moana torso. These have been such good bodies for this project. Very cute. I only wish that they had like wrist and ankle articulation. Would have been great. Can't have everything now. This almost looks a little too small. I should have held her up next to the other. I'll do that with one of the other girls. Do a body comparison for anyone curious. For anyone with this very specific combination of interests. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Okay, it's very tight on her to get up the arms. Otherwise fits pretty well. A little too large in the shoulders, but if you just overlap the Velcro a little bit, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my God. That's perfect. Like, I can sew, but I don't really have a lot of time to sew right now, so getting a dress already made that's like a perfect stylization for these girls is awesome. Because I was going to buy the room box no matter what, so got lucky. Get the dresses as a bonus. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. All right. Definitely the little tiny shoes and stuff won't fit. I'm not really interested in the other accessories. They're pretty cute, but not really interested. All right, let's see if I have a... Okay, I do have another Moana body here that I use to as a dress form. This is one that when I first made the heads, I thought I might bake them on the bodies, and so I put the body in the oven, and it didn't fare very well. It really melted the neck, and now the joints don't work because they're kind of melted together. Anyways, there's a comparison between the two. I'll take a better photo later. Maybe put it on the blog. So one is a little bit taller and bigger, but close. Definitely close enough to swap the clothes. Awesome. Okay, before I start on the next one, let me just open the little kit of the wallpaper and things and take a look. Pretty sure this will go on an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper if I just scan it and manipulate it, print it out again. So these are just, I mean, this is already really close to some of the wallpapers in the anime. It's a nice paper stock, cardboard stock. So these are actual, stickers. I've seen a lot of people open this and just immediately, go ahead and stick this on the desk, which I'm just like, I'd rather leave it more versatile. So this is just a little piece of cardboard as a rug. Pieces. I guess you gotta bring your own tape to the party to tape those on there. Instructions. I don't see it in the picture how they want you to stick it on there. It probably says in the text, but I can't read it. I'll use the app on my phone to translate it later. Google Translate app has been amazing. All right, so you get two little magazines or books. You can fold those up and put them in. So they're kind of scored in the right place. You kind of fold them in. They just fall naturally into the right place on the spine. That's so cute. It says, I love cherry. I've seen a lot of people put them up here in the desk. So cute. All right. So here, I do think I'll probably, make different curtains. These are very floaty. Put something else in the picture frame. Alright, here's the picture frame that these are for. So you could put, the doll has her own face in her picture frame. This is so cute. Okay, I think these are little parts to hook the rooms together. These little guys, I guess, kind of go, you can put them on top. Maybe that would, I don't know what kind of spacer, they're like a spacer. They don't fit right on top there. They kind of finish the top so you don't have just pegs sticking out, I guess. That's nice. Not a spacer, but a finisher. If you're not going to put the other one on top. Which I probably won't. I'm going to try and put these in my IKEA Detolf cases. I think they'll fit. I think they'll fit perfectly. Alright. That's awesome. I'm going to open this one next. This is Jury's room. I think it's in the listing as like Jury's beauty room. So this is a little bit different furniture setup. A little vanity and a clothes rack and a more plush chair. Super cute. So the boxes are really in good shape for being shipped overseas like they are. It was wrapped in bubble wrap, but I'm not sure how. Maybe I'm supposed to open them from the bottom. They're kind of stuck in place with the handle is stuck through some of the packaging, so you can't just open the top. Maybe you're supposed to open it from the other side. I love the pictures on these boxes. This is super pink. Alright, so pretty much the same walls. Slightly different wallpaper. Lavender instead of pink. Oh, the vanity is already assembled with all the legs. That's nice. Tell if there's a coating like that you need to peel off on those mirrors or if they're just a little dusty. It's the head of the bed. Foggy desk. Alright, so she also has a little light and the same kind of little picture frame. There's the curtain rod and the clothes rack. I also saw somebody, I can't remember if it was on Instagram or YouTube, who covered these plastic pieces with fabric before she snapped them into place, and I thought that was brilliant. And I'll try to do that too. Oh, she's got a little pillow in there. Oh, it's so cute. Pinky gingham. So cute. Alright, so both of the little cushions are not assembled yet, so you could really do all sorts of things to these before you put them together. You could paint them or flock them or cover them with fabric. Alright, so all of these legs look identical. So the big question is, like, do you put them all with the good side facing forward, or do you put the back ones with the good side facing out? Don't know. Guess it's good side facing out, I think. Alright, and the back even says the company name. It's One and One. Their website is, I believe I'm getting this right. I believe I remember it right. One and One. So spelled out One, A-N, One. So it was really hard to do searches for this company. You can't use the ampersand really in searches. It really throws off a lot of websites. They call themselves And One, but then everyone else kind of calls them And One. I haven't clicked those down yet. So cute. Maybe I'll try and put some search terms down in the text below so you can copy and paste, because not all of us English speakers can type in Korean. Two little tie backs. So these really are straightforward to put together. Pretty sure kids could do this, apart from that wall that just was stuck. It didn't really click on there. So another area maybe you could use some hot glue, or something you could take back off later if you had to. Oh, I was wondering about this. I thought some people had it painted and some people didn't, but it's just one side is painted and the other side isn't. That's interesting. With the little flowers here. Alright, so her little surround here matches the wallpaper. But the bottom part is hot pink. I guess you could paint the molded wood hot pink. So not at all interested really in her accessories. These are, that one might open. Maybe I'll get that one out. Don't really care about plastic brushes and stuff. They're very cute. So she's also tied in with cotton cord. I'm also going to steal her dress. They have very small feet. Maybe about Barbie size, maybe a little bigger than Barbie and not as high of an arch, so I'm pretty sure these shoes won't fit Barbie. They might fit Lika. So I really don't know enough about hair fibers to tell what kind of fiber this is. It's not super soft, but it has a lot of, I would say, product in it. Not great style here. Alright, stealing her dress. She also has a little paper bit. This one's got to go on the dog character that I have. Very cute. So they both have kind of the same style, the hair bow. But Cherry has bangs, Cherry doesn't. Yeah, they're pretty cute, and I've seen some repaints that are really nice. They're just not my style at all. Similar hair in the back. Same earrings, just different colors, white and pink. I'm gonna have to go get my other doll and put this on her right now. She was also wearing a Barbie dress that I just overlapped in back. Oh, her shoes match pretty good. My third doll has a yarn hair. So I've already learned not to put anything with Velcro on that doll because I just got it stuck in her hair right away. I thought I was being careful. Just immediately kind of scraggled up a bit of her hair, which is permanently glued on, so it's not like I could fix it. Maybe I should just take the Velcro off of everything. Oh, that's very cute. It's very similar to, types of things she wears in the cartoon. Both of them. I'm so happy those fit. Oh my gosh. It took me forever to find shoes for them too. I think these are like 10 ping shoes, I want to say. And hers are Tyler. They fit the Moana bodies, Hasbro Moana bodies. All right. All right, so I put together the other box. It went together exactly the same way, but this one didn't have the problem with the wall not going all the way down. It fit together just fine. So mine just must be a little bit thick on one side. Anyways, here is a couple of size comparisons for you. This is a made to move curvy body with a toy head, and then a Fresh Dolls Indigo. So you can see they're really a little too tall maybe for the box. If you have them seated, might work okay for photography and stuff like that. A couple of things that I wanted to point out that I kind of missed earlier. There was the one little accessory from Julie's room. It does open, and you put one of the stickers from her little sticker set inside. It's really cute. It's like little pearls. And then there is a film on the vanity mirrors. It comes off, and then they're very reflective. So you might want to leave that on if you don't want to see yourself in photos. So it's just a little film comes right off, and it's a really good mirror underneath there. Oops. Out of the way because they're kind of tippy. And then I also put together the chair. I did glue some fabric on there, and it was really easy. I just used this clear Elmer's glue and went kind of slow and tucked it down in all the creases, all the sculpted creases of the chair cushion. Hopefully that shows up pretty good. That was fantastic. And I think that was everything. I just kind of put the paper up that it came with just to kind of complete it. I thought maybe I should go ahead and show you what it looks like when it's all put together. So that was really easy. I didn't glue or tape any of these down. They're just kind of held on either by the little window frames, or these are just kind of standing on there. They fit so tightly, they kind of hold on there okay without anything. And then all the little parts do pop back out really easily. So I was worried about putting these on at first, but they come back off just like the curtain rod did earlier. Oops. They're just little pegs. So this is very easy to disassemble if you ever wanted to flatten it for space reasons or put it away in kids' room. I think that's about all that I discovered in the intervening time. The little stickers that they come with, or haven't stuck those on yet. This one goes on the desk, and then there's a really cute one for the vanity. This goes kind of on the top of the vanity here. And I swapped out the bow on Julie's dress. I made it red so it would fit better with the character. All right, so I will put maybe below in the text some of the search terms that I used to find these in Korean, and some of the links to the Amazon store that sold these. I'm not an affiliate, so I'm not making money off those links. It was very hard to find the links in the first place, so I'll put those down below if I can. And hope this was helpful for you. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you later. Bye.